one more here, and it's a big one on Sunday afternoon. It's the late window feature here, or maybe the Colts and the Rams are, but here are the Ravens and the Chiefs for sure. Yes, even if the both teams are 1-2 right now. A little bit of laughing here at these guys. Uh, Look, the Ravens, there's concerns. I don't know. We're not going to jump off the bandwagon here with the Ravens right now, but yeah, it looks a little bit sketchy here with the defense right now. We've never seen a Ravens defense like this. So you got to think they're going to be able to piece it up here a little bit, get the defense going eventually. You are the Ravens after all. They've given up 41 and 38 points in those two losses. Uh, Despite the fact, I mean, they've scored 111 points so far. So, look, nothing wrong, I guess, with this Ravens offense right now. And Baltimore's a terrific road favorite, 13-7 against the spread in their last 20. Also, 20-7 against the spread in those closely rated games of 3 points or less. They are clutch. The Chiefs lost their two games to start the season, but they beat the Giants last week, 22-9. Chiefs have gone under in all three games, and they remember they used to be almost an automatic under at home. Remember when they had that streak? They still kind of do in a way, but remember they were on that streak of under. How many in a row did it get to? Or what was it? 13 of 14, 15 of 16. Just back to earlier last year, they had a few overs then, but still, they've always kind of been an under for sure. At home. So uh, uh, Chiefs come in here right now with 14-23 record
Final.
against the spread when coming in off of a win. They're pretty good on those closely rated games too. 10-7 their last 17 of spreads of 3 points or fewer. Don't forget the Chiefs have they've had some meetings. These guys, right? Chiefs have won 6 of the last 7 between the teams overall. The Ravens are 0-3 and 1-2 against the spread. Their last 3 trips in here, 4 of the last 5 have gone over the total between these two teams. So let's see how you have it though with Baltimore and Kansas City. Baltimore's like I said, just 1-4 against the spread against Kansas City, but 6-3 against the spread their last 9 overall. Chiefs have covered just 2 of their last 7 overall coming in. Now, to be sure, Kansas City's still gone under right now in 8 of their last 12 dating back here, but for me, I got to go with the Chiefs in this one, plus the points. Both teams a little bit dysfunctional. I get it here right now. We know they'll bounce back, get it going here very, very soon. Or, here, one team's going to at least have a second win of the season coming into this one. Let me take a look at the personnel here, at least from my perspective in this game tonight between Baltimore and Kansas City. Not going to be too high on Derrick Henry, even though you don't want to ever fade this guy, right? That's the worst thing you can do. But Chiefs probably a top. They're in the top 10 in run defense. Hasn't mattered, I guess, with Henry. So I'm not putting the fade on him, but Kansas City should be able to at least limit him here a little bit. Remember, Henry had fumbleitis. I mean, I know everybody wants to go with him to fumble this week. I mean, it seems like you can do worse, do better than taking Derrick Henry to fumble. But to have 3 fumbles so far this season when he only had 3 fumbles in the previous 2 years combined feels like an outlier here. But, when you want to hang on to the ball a little bit too, I think it feels like you want to hang on to the ball and make sure you don't fumble, and maybe sometimes that can limit your production just a little bit. Not going to fade Derrick Henry, even with, remember, he got bottled up by Cleveland. But like I said, I think Cleveland's got really good defense, no matter what you want to say about Cleveland. And Detroit, they still bottled them down. Remember, he still got a touchdown in that game. So, look, Kansas City is a decent, definitely, I think, against the run. I think for me, look, the Ravens will make it miserable. Probably for Mahomes. He's got to get it out quickly to Worthy. Got to get it out to Brown. Worthy's back here this week, so that's big, right? He's missed basically hasn't done anything, right? We saw him leave that first game with that shoulder injury, so he's been cleared to play this week. That's a big upgrade for Kansas City right now because Brown really wasn't getting it done kind of as a number one guy. Juju, you're not going to trust him at all in this game. If anything, if you can find props on Juju, you got to go under on Juju in this one. But Worthy and Brown can have good games, I think, against Baltimore here. Uh, Other than that, I think that's what you're going to be left with. Kind of neutral on Kelsey here. Andrews can be okay, but I also think for Jackson and Flowers. What happened, right? We saw Flowers with that excellent game to start the season against Buffalo. He still was pretty good against Cleveland. Then last week, basically had 3 targets, 2 catches, and almost nothing against Detroit. So we'll see about that one. And, for all the talk about Andrews, he does seem to be back to being Mark Andrews a little bit, at least in that last game. He was a no-show in the first 2 weeks, really two of his worst performances in years against Buffalo and Cleveland. And then just when I wanted to fade him a little bit, he went out there and caught 6 passes. So, all right, I'm going to take the Chiefs here in this one against the Ravens here in the late afternoon window featured game on CBS. All right, let's see what we got here. And Pat, Kurt apologizes there for the Pat owns Lamar. Thank you guys, a great crew here, Mr. Weskers, coming through. When does Mr. Weskers sleep? He sleeps less than I do. Kurt likes the over. He does like the over in this one. Maybe it will be crazy. I don't know. I have a feeling it might be clunky. Antoine likes the Chiefs money line.